In the early church, they had this idea that all property and all money should be held in common. And so they operated that as a policy. Anybody who broke that policy, who tried to hide some of the money that they were supposed to be putting into the common pot, was punished very severely. And perhaps we wouldn't go along with that sort of idea these days. And it need to be known that in some countries in the world where it's been tried, it hasn't worked, because in those countries, as in most countries it seems, the rich got richer and the poor got poorer. We, as a church, decided to do something about that. In Betis we have the food bank, where we give out food to the poorest of the poor. Because sometimes Universal Credit, for instance, does not kick in straight away, and you're left for a couple of weeks with no money at all. And the other thing that I like to think about is the appeal at Christmas, where Becca appealed for money to buy a small Christmas present for those children who were most desperately in need in our area. And I think that these two things show the way forward. In Betis, the food bank works because there is a community presence in the volunteers, as there is a church presence in the volunteers. And at Christmas time, we know that we were successful in getting a small gift to the poorest of the poor. And it is these people that we need to think about, I think, especially as our area is expanding and it's going to take in an area of greater need down in Pell. So we must think about these things and think how we can build on what we're doing already, and consider the needs of the poorest, and to consider what we can do for the poorest people, and also at the same time seek to build up the community feeling of all of our areas. So as we think about the early church, and as we think about the way that they dealt with money, and realise that perhaps that's not the best way to deal with it, we need to think about what Charles Wesley says, because Charles Wesley said the idea of Christian life and Christian giving is to earn all you can, save all you can, and give all you can. Thank you for watching. Bye now.